Hello, welcome to everyone in this video. This is the part 2 of component. Already part 1 cover the first part, that is the this portion already we covered, that is the scattering parameter, scattering matrix, property of S parameter. S means scattering parameter, quality factor and key value of a cavity resonator, key value of the coupled cavity we already cover up in the first part of the component in the previous lecture, right? In this lecture we want to discuss about this portion, that is the waveguide is magic tree, high bit ring and coupler. We want to discuss about this portion, which is the linear element of the microwave transmission line. We want to discuss about this portion in this video. Okay, waveguide tree, magic tree, high bit ring and couplers, right? So let's start. We already know about these things, that is the component present in microwave. There is two type of component in the microwave transmission. Actually, when the microwave transmit from one point to another point, there are various type of component. These are categorized into mainly two category, that is a linear and another is non-linear. Linear means these are the no directional properties, that means its property is the same in all direction, right? And non-linear means its property does not same in all direction, is depend on the direction. That's why this is a non-linear circulator, isolator, generator term. These are the example of non-linear. And in case of linear, cavity and resonator we already discussed. In this video I want to discuss T, high bit ring, directional coupler and magic T. Okay, so let's start with first one. So this microwave circuit waveguide or the coaxial line junction independent port commonly referred to a T junction. That's mean when the microwave transfer from one point to another point through the waveguide or the coaxial line, there may be a various junction. There need to be various junction. But suppose you need to transport this microwave from that one, so you need to using a port. Okay, if you wants to transmit linear, there is no need to port, but if you want to process through different path, so you need to various junction, you need to required you require the various junction. These are the mainly two type of junction used, this is E plane T and the H plane T. There are the mainly two type of junction available, that is the E plane T and the H plane T. Additionally, there are also two types, another two types T's are or junction are available, magic T and hybrid ring. Okay, these are the main and these are the additional. So we actually we want to discuss about these four T's and the directional coupler in this lecture. Let's start with E plane T. E plane T means an E plane T is a waveguide T which axis is side arm is parallel to the electric field to the main waveguide. This is a structure of a T, that is the junction of the microwave guide. This junction will be rectangular. This shape is rectangular. This can be also coaxial, right? When this port is, when this linear port, the electric field is parallel to this port collinear arm, then this is called E plane T. Clear? When the electric field is parallel to this arm, that is the collinear arm, then this is called E plane T. Okay, if you wants to find out wants to know that transfer characteristics mean when the microwave transfer from one port to another port, then what percentage or in which phase or in which amplitude this will be transmitted or not transmitted, we need to know through these transfer characteristics, right? So when the microwave transmit from one port to another port, that is if is microwave goes from transmit from port 1 to 2 or transmit from 1 to 3, then what percentage or what component or what amplitude or what phase of this microwave transmitted, we can be find out by these transfer characteristics. Okay, for example, when the feed into port 3, when the microwave feed into port 3, that is microwave in within this port 3, then it's equal and opposite amplitude in this two phase. When the microwave feed into this port 3, then in port 1 and port 2 they are the amplitude are the same but in the opposite phase, right? So you can see this S matrix, that is the scattering parameter. You know this scattering parameter very well because we already discussed in the previous lecture. That is the scattering parameter. So this S13 means the microwave transmitted from port 3 to port 1, right? S13. And another scattering parameter, that is S23, which is the microwave goes or transmitted from port 3 to port 2, right? So this is the scattering parameter, and these are the equal and opposite. These are their phase is opposite. That's why this scattering parameter will be equal to -3. I think clear about this relation of this scattering parameter. If this if this electric field ported electric field in the microwave is in the port 1, then outside will be in the opposite direction, opposite phase, and the port 3 there is intermediate state, intermediate phase actually. So if the wave feed into rectangular port 1 and 2, if 1 and 2 are identical, it's emit from another end. That means when in into 1, then emit in the port 2, or when in the port 2, then out will be port 1, right? So in the same phase but in the same intermediate phase from phase 3. Okay, right? Same phase, this is wrong actually. This will be the, sorry, opposite phase, same thing, opposite phase. This in the opposite phase by intermediate phase in port 3, right? And when two waves are feed into simultaneously, then no wave emits. When two waves are feed into simultaneously within this two port, then no output will be happening from port 3. Another point, if E plane T is perfectly matched, when these are perfectly matched with the add of the screw tuners, this match can be done by tuners, inductive or capacitively windows at the junction. The diagonal component of the scattering matrix, that is S11, S22, S33 are 0. That means the if we matches this using this tuner or the window, when we port in the microwave in port 3, it cannot emit through port 3, right? So S33 will be 0. Similarly, when put into microwave through port 1, then it cannot emit from port 1. That's why S11 is 0. Similar case for port 2. I think clear. When this is happening, when this is perfectly matched, that means the using tuner or matching box of the inductive or capacitively coupled matching box, you can say, then it is happen, that is the reflexive, that means 1 to 1, that is reflexive, this will be 0. So finally, if you want to write down the S matrix, that is the scattering matrix or matrix of this parameter, this will be happen. You can see here this diagonal element, that is S11, S22 and S33 we get 0, so that's why the diagonal element is 0. So S12, S13 and S13 is no, you know, this is minus S23. So put this S13 as -23 and this is S21, and so you can see here, and the property of the symmetry of this, this is the property of the symmetry property of the S matrix. So you can say that these two are equal, right? So finally you can write these two are equal, these two are equal, and these two are equal. So you can see here there is only two variable, that is S12 and S23. But if you use this property of unity, that's no unity property that says that the square of these two element sorry, yes, square of these two element, addition of the square of these two element will be 1. So finally you get there is only one independent variable, right? Because these are the connected, there is two variable but these are the connected through this relation, so there is only one independent variable. By using, you can find out the total S matrix, that is the transfer characteristic. That means when microwave feed into a port, then how much or in how the in which phase or in what amount of amplitude will be transmitted through the other ports. This can be find out using this scattering matrix. And here we can see there is only one variable which are independent, right? Go to the next portion, that is the H plane T. This is sometimes called Santi. This is, you can see here, this in the previous one, this electric field will be parallel to this collinear line, but in this case this electric field is perpendicular to this collinear line, like that. Okay, you can see these images. This is the collinear line. Before that, in the previous case, this was along that direction, electric field along that direction. And in this case this is electric field, so magnetic field will be in that direction. That's why this is called the H plane tree, right? That means H field is in the same in this plane of collinear arm. That's why this is called H plane tree. Now we goes to the transfer characteristics. That means when a wave equal phase and amplitude are the amplified into port 1 and 2. This port 1 and 2 equal and opposite amplitude as the incident, then there will be no output. Sorry, if these are the equal phase and amplitude, when these two are equal, then here this will be additive in the same phase. That means E this is E, this is E, there will be 2E in the same phase. If these are the opposite, then this will be 0, right? If these are the same phase, then this will be additive. If this in the opposite phase, this will be negative and this will be 0 when these two are equal and opposite. If wave is feed into port 3, when this is port 3, then equally amplitude and phase are emitted from 1 and 2. When this inject through this port 3, the microwave injected from port 3, then equal and same amplitude will be out from this port 1 and port 2. So the S matrix can be written as, because these two are equal, so that's why S 1 3 means the input is 3 and output is 1. Similarly, S 3 2 3 means input 3, output is 2. That means the microwave inputted from port 3, outputted from port 1, and inputted from port 3, outputted from port 2. These two are equal. That's why these matrices are equal. So if you use this property, the diagonal will be 0 in the same manner, because for the perfect matching, this diagonal are 0. You can say for perfect matching, this is the common for perfect matching. For perfect matching, matching can be using by matching box, in which there is an inductor and capacitor. For perfect matching, S11 equal to S22 equal to S33 will be 0. So this these are equal to uh, 0. So S12, S13, S23, 23, and 7. And this symmetry property say these are equal, right? Now if you use this property, that is S13 equals to S23, S13 equal to S23, so S23 is used as a S13. So you can see here there are only two variable S12 and S13. But by the unitary property, unity property says S12 square plus S13 square will be 1. So there is only one variable. So only one independent variable, right? There is only one independent variable, and this can be written as sin theta and cos theta, because you can see here this sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So we satisfy this relation, S12 square plus S13 square is 1. So this relation and this relation also satisfies. So we can take a example as this matrix with this. So you can see here there is only one independent variable, which is theta. Clear? Go to the next one, which is the magic tree. Magic tree, or you can say this is hybrid tree, because this is the combination of the ET and HT, right? So this is the combination of ET and HT, and there is a 4-arm like that. You can see here, this is the E arm, that means electric field will be parallel to that, and H arm, this is a electric magnetic field is parallel to that. For that, for this configuration, that is the magic tree configuration, the transport character is like that: if two waves are equal magnitude and the same phase are feed into port 1 and 2, that means these two port, from these two port, the waves have equal magnitude are the same, and phase are the magnitude and phase are the same, are fitted out, then there will be equal to 0 from port 3 and port and additive in port 4, just like a previous one. You can see here, if these are the inputted, then from this is the 0, but in case of this will be the additive. So you can see the output of microwave from 3 from 2 to 3, that is 2 to 3 is 0 and 1 to 3 is 0. That's why S32 and S31 is 0. If wafers equal amplitude but opposite phase, port into the port 1 and 2, that means when these are the equal amplitude in the same phase, then port 3 will be 0, port 4 will be additive. But in case of the equal and opposite, when in port 1 and port 2 these are the equal and opposite, then emit from port 3 but no wave emit from port 4. So from port 1 to 4 will be 0, 1 to 4 will be 0, and similarly 2 to 4 will be 0. So this fourth term will be 0 in that magic tree. If wave is feed into port 4, that is H arm, when port 4 feed into the electric field is feed, it will divided equally between port 1 and 2 and not appear in port 3, right? So this, sorry, oh, okay, when microwave port into from port 4, then equally divided into port 1 and 2 and no component in port 3. That's why from 4 to 3 this is 0, from 4 to 1 and 4 to 2 are equal, right? If a wave feed into port 3, that is E arm, when the microwave ported from this side, it will produce an output equal magnitude and opposite phase from 1 and 2. When ported from port 4, then these two are equal and same phase. But when ported from electric field arm, then these are the equal and opposite. Just combination of the previous two one, you can check that. So from 4 to 3 will be 0, but these are the equal and opposite. So and next point is, if wave is fit into one collinear arm at the port 1 and 2, port 1 or 2, it will no appear in the other collinear term at 2 or 1, because E causes a phase delay while the H arm is a phase advance. That's why this will be 0. That's been when this ported from 1, there is no output from 2, or similarly when microwave inputted from 2, no output from 1, because these two arm, one is advance and one is delay, so resultant phase will be cancel out to each other. Okay, that's why no output will be happening. So S1 to 2 or 2 to 1 will be 0. So finally, if you put the value of this S matrix element, you will be get this type of relation, and you can see there S2 2 3 will be2 3 will be minus 1 3 using this relation, and 1 4 equals to 2 4. Using these two relation you will be get this happening. And in the same manner you can see the using two property, that is symmetry property we use, and next we use unity property. If you use the unity property, you can see s13 square plus a plus s14 square will be 1. So these two are dependent, so there is only, sorry, one element, independent element, only one independent elements are unknown, and this can be written as like that, because the square of these two are 1, so this is also sin square plus cos square also 1. So you can write here, you can write this as a example, because this satisfy all these properties, right? So this is all about the magic T. Magic T means the combination of the ET and HT. Next one is the hybrid ring. This is also called rat race circuit, just like when a rat is coming is trapped like that. In the similar fashion, this is a microwave ring, or the you can see T with a ring shape, that's why I call hybrid ring, with a special dimension or the calculation, that is these four ported are situated in such a position such that this path length is lambda g by 4, this is also lambda g by 4, this is also lambda g by 4, and this is also 3 lambda g by 4. Okay, if you wants to find out the phase difference uh, when a microwave ported from one port 1 in inputted from port 1, then goes into two part two path, you can see in this path or in this path. Now if you wants to take that the path from 1 to 2, for path from 1 to 2, if you consider the path from 1 to 2, that's mean wave in from 1, and we want to discuss about what will be the portion of the microwave outed from port 2. So in clockwise the path difference is lambda g by 4, in clockwise this is lambda g by 4, but in the anti-clockwise there is a 3 lambda g by 4, lambda g by 4, lambda g by 4. So this is 3 lambda g by 4, lambda g by 4, lambda g by 4, that is 5 lambda g by 4. This is the in the anti-clockwise direction, this is will be the path difference, and in this path difference will be lambda g by 4. This is clockwise and this is anti clockwise. In the similar fashion, if you wants to find out from port 1 to 3, that means when the microwave inputted in port 1 and outputted from port 3, in the clockwise direction, this is lambda g by 4, lambda g by 4, that is lambda g by 2. In the anti-clockwise direction, 3 lambda g by 4 plus lambda g by 4, that is lambda g. You can see here the difference between path difference between these two waves, that is which come in clockwise and the wave which comes from anti-clockwise direction. The path difference will be lambda g by 2, because lambda g minus lambda g by 2 is the lambda g by 2. So path difference you can see, that is path difference is nothing but lambda g minus lambda g by 2, lambda g by 2, which is lambda g by 2. Here the path difference is 5 lambda g by 4 minus lambda g by 4, that is 4 lambda g by 4, that is lambda g. So you can see here, in that case this is path difference is lambda g, so the phase difference will be 2 pi. The phase difference will be 2 pi, but in that case phase difference is pi. Since in that case the phase difference is pi, so you can see these two waves are cancel out. The wave which come in the anti-clockwise direction and the wave which come in clockwise direction, their phase difference is pi. That means these two are cancel out to each other. That means the from 1 to 3 there will be no microwave transmitted, that is S31 will be 0. In the similar fashion, you can see here for port 1 to 3 as 2 to 4. So if you take port 2 to port 3 in the similar fashion, you can say the same manner, because you can see from 2 to 4. So in clockwise direction, lambda g plus lambda g, that is lambda g by 2. In anti-clockwise direction, this is lambda g by 4 and this is 3 lambda g by 4, that is lambda g. So these are the same things in case of port 2 to 4. So you can see S port 2 also 0, and this is written here. You can read out that when the wave fit into port 1, it will not appear in port 3. When port 1 inputted port 1 not appear port 3, because there is a phase difference, that is the pi, and which cancel out. Okay, in the similar fashion in case of 2 to 4, that's why 3 1 and S13 will be 0 in and also you must write S24 and S42 also 0, right? So these are 0 for the same for 2 to 4 volt. Okay, oh, right here, so just sorry, you remove this one because we already written here. Okay, okay, right. So this one written here. So S matrix can be written as because 1 3 and 3 1 is 0, 1 3 3 1 is 0, and S 2 4 4 2 will be 0, and diagonal must be 0, because you know for that matching this diagonal will be must be 0. This is by default you can write for matching that S11 equal to S22 equal to S33 equal to S44, these are 0. So using this relation or this, you can get this S matrix, and finally you can see for unity, for this for unity property, you can write down for unity property you can write down S12 square plus S14 square equals to 1. So there is only one independent unknown variable. Okay, there is only one independent unknown variable, and that's it. So in this matrix, or you can say the S matrix, only one independent variable. So if you know this one independent variable, so you can get this S matrix. By using this S matrix, you can say which magnetic field or electric field, or in say the microwave, when it ported in one port, then how much output will be outed from other port, right? So this can be obtained using these S matrix whose have only one independent variable, right? Comes to the next one. This 4R was the T. This 4 was as the T, ET, HT. First one is the E plane T. Second one was the H plane T. Third one was the magic T. There is a combination of E plane T and H plane T. And fourth one was the hybrid ring, which is a special ring which have the property like that. Okay, this type of S matrix will be often in this hybrid ring. Next one was the directional coupler. Directional coupler, in this discussion we discussed two hole directional coupler. Directional coupler means is a 4-port waveguide junction consist of a primary waveguide. This is a primary waveguide port 1 and 2, and another is the secondary waveguide port 2 and 3. You can see here when the input microwave inputted from port 1, this is the same phase like that out in the port 2, but in case of this is the actually two hole, these are the two hole which is says the two hole. This can be four hole also, this can be two hole, you can see here this can be two hole directional coupler, four hole directional coupler, but in this discussion we want to discuss two hole directional coupler. Okay, so these two hole, this whole distance, the distance between these two hole are tuned such that we can change this output of this. Okay, so this is our variable parameter which can be varied such that we can arrange the output of this four ported. Okay, so when we in this microwave from port 1, then there is a no change in port 2, but along these two hole, from these two hole this has a two component along 3 and 4, and from this hole this will be the two component along 3 along 4, and the path length between these two in such taken in such a value such that the total output in from port 3 will be 0. So this is our tuning parameter which we can tuned the length between these two hole such that the output from the port 3 will be 0, will be get the in the port 4. That's mean when we input from port 1 of this microwave, in port 2 this is the same value, but in port 4 this will be the added value, and in port 3 this will be the cancelled value. Okay, so this is the actual scenario of a two hole directional coupler. Okay, so in this value you can see this the phase shift between these two wave, that is come from this hole and that hole, this in this such a value these are the cancel out in port 3. Okay, and in port 4 this will be the added out. Okay, so between 1 3 and port 4, because no coupling exists between these two port, the degree of coupling and this calculation, that means which part is cancel out or which is added, this calculation are actually find out using these two parameters, that is the uh, coupling factor and another one is the directivity. Okay, this is two measuring parameter by which we can measure which part is the coupled and the directivity. So here you can see the main input is from port 1, this is the input, you can see this is the actual input, this is actual input, this is actual input. Sorry, oh what happened, no. Okay, so this is actual input and this is actual output, right? So we can get a parameter, that is coupling factor, which is get the input by output ratio, right? The input powered by output ratio, the power input from port 1 and power output from port 4, and this is the coupling factor. That means how the power is transmitted using these two, using this coupling, right? So using this coupling how much power will be outputted, this can be calculated using this parameter, that is coupling factor, and the mathematically you can say this is 10 log 10 p1 by p2, and this coupling factor measure in dB. Okay, decibel unit. Okay, next one is the coupling factor is a measure of the ratio of the power level of the primary and secondary line. This is the actually primary line and this is actual secondary line. So this is the measurement of the power level of these two line, that is the primary line and the secondary line. And next one is the directivity. The directivity is a measure of the how well the forward traveling of the primary wave couple only the specific part of the secondary wave. It's defined as the P4 by P3. That's mean actually the want to discuss about the power outputted from P3. In the ideal case this will be 0, but in the real case this cannot be 0, and this is the measurement by this quantity, that is 10 10 log 10 P4 by P3. In the ideal case, this must be 0. That must be directional coupler will be infinity in case in the ideal case. Otherwise, there will be a finite value. That's mean when the directivity is the larger, then the output power will be the maximum. That's mean the P3 will in this part this will be cancel out when the directivity will be larger. I think clear all about the trees. There is four types of tree: E type, E plane type, H plane type, magic tree. This is the combination of E tree and H tree, and this is there is a special tree, that is the hybrid ring tree, and finally we known about the directional coupler. Okay, in the next class we want to discuss about the non-linear non-linear component of the microwave, non-linear component of the microwave. That's mean we want to discuss about this thing, that is circulator, isolator, gyrator term. We want to discuss this portion in the next class. I think clear. If there is any doubt, you must comment in the comment box, or you can contact with me as you like. And this is your homework, do yourself. And that's it. So take care, we'll meet in the next class as soon as possible. Thank you.